Yeah, man, say all praises to Yahweh, Barashim Yahushai, Barashim Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Stone. Shalom to all our brothers and out there pushing truth in our sincerity and in all honesty. You basically am from the James Jamaica camp. See it, and to the one on my video, this is the fate of basically Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego. You see, because Scripture say whatsoever thing was written aforetime was written for our learning. You see, so we see how the Lord deliver. You see me on prophets them, you see me on certain men back then. You see, so we have basically have the same faith there even more. You see me, because the things that we are approaching right now are just every man's faith. You see, what I brother, can you scripture there? Romans 15 and 4. You see, there's an example to show you, you see me, the faith certain men of the Lord back then we have.
So this is Romans 15 and verse 4.
One.
So for whatsoever thing were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Because whatsoever thing was written aforetime was written for our learning. One.
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Gone. So we have hope. Of hope now. You have hope in Yahweh Barashim Yahushai, so going to deliver us just like God deliver. You see me? All the prophets before us.
Right.
You see me, and the men back then. You see, they can't get scripture brother, Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego. What?
So for the interest of time, let's jump to the point.
What?
So this is Daniel 3 and verse 15.
What?
Start of verse 15. It's alright. Start of verse 14. It says, Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto them, it is true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto them, it is true, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, did not ye serve my God, nor worship my golden image which I have set up?
Can you see me? This is what happened back then.
Right.
This is what happened back then, and now we live in a time where now. So-called white man are come with that. In chip.
Right.
As people say what? If they want to take it, if they want to take it, RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast,
right,
must be killed. Exactly. So there is nothing new under the sun. That's the reason why I say, that's the reason why I'm making better bring out the scripture earlier. So whatsoever thing was written aforetime was for our learning, because we are get, you see me, test, just like what the man get test back then. Right. You see, go on, brother.
So verse 15, now if ye be ready, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, the flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and dulcimer, right, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the image which I have made.
So they want to worship them image.
Right.
It's in them idol. Right. And we're not supposed to do them thing then. See, I say all the gods of the Eden of the nations are idols. Right. Eden nation they worship idols. You see me? And we're not supposed to worship no Eden no idols or no Eden nation idol. We're supposed to worship Yahweh, Barashim Yahushai. It's our power.
Right.
You see me? One and only true power. You see? Yahweh the Father, Yahushai the Son. One?
So well, but if ye worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour into the midst of a burning fiery furnace.
God.
And who is that God that shall deliver you out of my hands?
God.
Alright. Verse 16 says, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful, right, to answer thee in this matter. If it be so, in our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fire furnace.
God. So this is what Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego say back then. You see me? Our God, which is Yahweh, the true name of the Heavenly Father in the Hebrew. And Yahushai, the true name of the Heavenly Father, you see me? Son in the Hebrew. Deliver them. You see, give me sit over there in a second.
So this is Ecclesiasticus 2, right? And verse, I'm starting at the point.
Yeah, just jump to the point.
Alright. We start verse 10. Right? So it's 2nd Ezra 2 verse Ecclesiasticus 2 and verse 10. So look at the generation of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded?
No, that never happened. We have an example earlier and we read Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or who did ever despise that call upon him? Right? So for the Lord is full of compassion, long suffering, and very pitiful.
Very pitiful,
right? And forgiveth sin.
And forgiveth sin. Our power is a merciful power.
Right. And save it in the time of affliction.
And save in the time of affliction. We're approaching what? The time of what? Jacob's trouble.
Right.
You see, when we are going to face a lot of hells. You see me? In the time we are approaching. Go on, the hour of temptation. Go on. Finish? Go up to the scripture now, brother. Go on more than my papa and I bring out here.
We can speak of verse 5. Ecclesiasticus 2 verse 5 says, so far as gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So believe in him and he will help thee, order that we are right, and trust in him.
Right. So we're supposed to trust in your heart, wash me, and shine. You see, nothing else. You see, because faith is a very important thing in this time that we live in. You see, in Hebrews 11 and 6, so without faith, it is impossible to please your heart, wash me, and shine. You see, so faith is a very important ingredient that you need in this time. In this that we're living in. What?
Alright, so back in Daniel 3 verse 17 it says, but if it be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hands, O king. But if not, it be known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy God, nor worship the golden images which thou hast set up. Right? So it's in the interest of time, we jump to verse 21. So it's then those men were bound, their coats and their horsmen and their hat and their other garments were cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Therefore, before the king's commandment, because the king's commandment was urgent, and the fiery, it's like on the furnace, exceedingly hot. So the flame of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego.
Man, we show how hot it basically on the furnace is here.
That's right.
You see, so them man get burned up. You see, we basically bring Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego to burn them up. See me, them themselves get burned instead of them. What?
And these three, it's like, and these three men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down, bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar, the king, was astonished.
Astonished. Come on, how is it how them man in the burn up?
And rose up in haste and spake and said unto his counselor, did not we cast 3 men into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto him, they answered and said unto the king, true, O king. He answered and said, lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the fourth is like the Son of God.
Son of God, the house.
Right.
See? You see, and it's a show, it's an example, as I said earlier on, we show you say, hey, whatsoever thing was written 4 times was written for our learning. You see, because Lord deliver them, you see, out of the midst of fire. You see me, there's nothing what Heavenly Father can basically do. You see, there's nothing impossible with the how about me and shine.
That's right.
You see me, we'll get to a lot of things in the time to come with the men of the Lord. You see, we'll get tested in some serious way. You see, because we don't know who's in the stick we again.
That's right.
People say, when I get beheaded for, with the witness, you see me, have your house shine. You see me, for the testimony of your house shine. You see, give me sitting there, brother. Revelation 3 and 10. Give me Revelation 3 and 13 and 15.
Alright, so this is Revelation 3 verse 10.
Go on.
It reads, so because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
So what the scripture says, Lord, so because you kept what? The word and patient. Go on.
I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
So Lord, so keep us from the hour of temptation. You see, which you're approaching right now. Go on.
Which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
The world to try them that dwell upon the earth. You see, because so-called white man are going to use them chip. You see, if make a lot of people, you see, me get food to eat. See what I say in Revelation, you see me, I'm a fat brother, get it? Revelation 13 and 15. No man not going to be for by yourself.
Right.
See, go on.
Revelation 13 verse 15.
Go on.
And he had power to give to him, it's like, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
Go on. And the beast is NATO today. You see, back then it was basically, back then it was on the Roman Empire.
That's right.
You see me? And today it's NATO.
Right.
You see, go on.
I say, he had power to give life to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should speak, should both speak and cause as many that would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
And the image, what the image? You see the so-called white man system.
Right.
You see, like this new world order plan we basically have. You see this agenda 2030. You see when all the goals them. You see when they have basically come true. You see me across the world. People say if you don't worship the image, you see me, you should be what? Killed. What happened back then? They don't want Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego to basically worship. You see them idol. And Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego to basically do it. So to cast in the fiery furnace.
That's right.
You see, this time you take the chip, you get burned by thermonuclear fire. If you take the RFID microchip, because people tell you. What's going to happen to you if you take the so-called white man chip, which is the mark of the beast? See, you continue, brother?
Verse 16 says he caused it all.
He caused it all. Who caused it all? The banking elites. You see, the wicked rulers of this society, the Rothschild family. You see, the Rockefellers. Caused it all. Because of the end goal, they want everybody chip.
That's right.
You see, I continue to say it. Nick Rockefeller till Aaron Russo, they want everybody chip. Right. End goal is to chip everybody. Total control. One thing and then fully control. Like what people say, they want to be like the most side.
Right.
What?
Right. It says he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Mark in their right hand. And that mark go back to the Greek word charagma. You see, and the apostle call this, name this ear, the ear of charagma, which basically means an imprinted mark. You see, but they RFID the microchip. You see, when they're going to push in their hand. You see me, or using a syringe needle, push out that RFID chip in their hand. See, go on, brother?
Right. And he, it's like, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark.
So it's going to reach to a point, you see, because we can clearly say at the time now when this whole world economy are basically go down. You see, even local channel now, they basically tell us, you see me, we go in a recession time. You see me, on TVJ out here in Jamaica, we sure say how serious this thing will basically be. Worse even 2008. That joke thing compared to what happened because this time, you know, whole world economy collapsed and the so-called white man I said earlier, end goal is to chip everybody. You see me? All the true chaos. So this is what they want to do right now. Move over from the paper currency or the fiat currency to a digital society. You see me? Everything I go digital. That's what the banking elite want. You see me? So they want to destroy this whole, you see me, system now, this whole monetary system, paper currency, and move over to a digital society. That's what people say. No man are going to be able to buy or sell, save he that have the mark. So you're not going to be able to basically survive and the system if you take the chip. And the scripture tells us that if you take the chip, you get destroyed. That's right. Lord, you have watched me, I say, you see me? We're not going to basically be ashamed in the evil time.
That's right.
You see, it's kind of feed him servants. You see me? Last we ain't do the work until the end. Go on, brother.
Right. So it's and that no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
So if you're not going to be able to survive on the system, and if you don't take the chip, you should supposed to basically get put to death. If you don't take the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip, you're supposed to be put to death.
Right.
You see, so sure you say, hey, not new under the sun. And this time they're going worse. You see? Because this is going to be the greatest war ever fight on the planet. Or the greatest case for basically take the world, because more than one thing are happening at the same time, as the scripture says. See, Amos. See, I flee from a lion and a bear met him. I went to the house, I leaned in hand and a serpent bit him. So I got more than one thing to happen at the same time. See that, brother?
As I say, they point out earlier and say, oh, back in the day, you know, it was a physical image, you know, which Meshach, Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego bow down to now. This time, you know, it's more spiritual than that. You know what I mean? And hey, if you notice the character of the men have you, they'd rather die. I mean, they rather die more than worship an image. I mean, this time, you know, you're going to be put, you're going to have to suffer hunger, you know, all sort of thing, you know what I mean, and plus they want to make this thing more enticing, you know what I mean, to catch you. You know what I mean, so it comes with a lot of more tricky thing this time around.
And majority of people on the earth now, they see them not really give a damn what will take place. They say, give me Psalms, brother, before you read that, let me read that still, give me Psalms 37 and 90. You see, majority of people on the earth, they're not going to catch him sudden. Sure. See, that's also Bible prophecy. Sure. See, you say, Lord, I come as a thief in the night. Our 1 Timothy, or 2 Timothy. Thessalonians. 1 Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians. 5 and 3. You can get it to brother. Get it, come now, cook them wrong. put it around. Let's bring it out. So make sure. 5 and 3, I believe. First. 5 and 3.
Cool. So it's 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 3.
What?
So for when they shall say peace and safety.
So like majority of people right now, you see them claim to say them enjoy themselves or them live it up. You see me? So this is what the scripture says. And the business will take place.
Right.
They're not business about the prophecies. You see me? And the signs at the time. You see me? So they want to live it up. And if the society will continue forever and ever like this. So this is what the scripture says. When they shall think of peace and safety. Read it again, brother.
Right. 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 3 says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Sudden destruction are going to come upon them. You see, so when them things everything good, sudden destruction will come upon them. You see, this economy will collapse and they're going to bug out. You see, they're not going to know what the hell to do.
Right.
You see, me have 1 and 2 people see we, I speak about these things, are them kind of glimpse. See us on the corner with the sign. You see me, and then we go see something pop up. You see me, on the TV or something like that. And then I say, no, so I hear some youth that point out someone, and I hear like them, I say something like this. Yeah. And I try to find us because people say that. I wish we had time about the farm, in the road anyway. You see me, so a lot of people that catch them sudden. Because you know business. You see, while the so-called white man I set him trap. You see me, privately. And I disguise. You see, because I use certain country, when so-called white man use certain country now, you see me, them go back to UN still because part of the UN goal, I think of goal 16, is supposed to have a national ID. You see me, worldwide. So I use the ID now. You see me, this one, national ID across the world. Basically set up the framework for the RFID, the microchip. While majority of the people just think, oh, that's a new thing that I'm going and I understand. You see, well, really, they're behind this whole ID thing. Like out here in Jamaica, them claim to say them are use NIDS.
That's right.
And the whole Prime Minister out here say, we're lagging, we're way behind time.
Right.
You see? Go on, brother.
So for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
So you're not going to escape the judgment, yo. See? See, the only thing you can do right now is just turn back to your house, wash your shine. You see, before it's too late. You see, because the person is not with me, it's against me. So I get destroyed, night time to come. See, Psalms and the one Psalms bring out the point.
Psalms 37, verse 19.
What?
So, they shall not be ashamed in the in the evil times.
People say they shall not be ashamed in the evil times. So when all they break close, you see me? People say we're not going to be ashamed. Read the scripture earlier and so on. The Lord said, because you keep the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. You see, when everybody take the chip, Lord, and feed us. People say, my servant shall eat. See, I feel basically faith. That's why we start up the video. So, you see me, look at the generation of old. You see me, whatsoever thing was it aforetime was it for our learning. How the Lord basically deliver, you see me, the men back then.
Done. So it's, they shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine.
In the days of famine, when all hell break loose, because famine also basically take place. You see, because go back to Bible prophecy also. That's the reason why the elite are going to use the RFID microchip to make a lot of people take the chip. Because people are going hungry. You see me, hungry to that level. So they're going to give in and go take the so-called white man chip. And also you have the military bring people to concentration camp to chip them.
That's right.
You see, you have someone hide off and they can't take it or some woman hide off. You see me, and they can't take it and just walk up the concentration camp because they want food to eat and water to drink.
That's right. So they shall not be ashamed in the evil times, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied.
In the days of famine, he said, we shall be satisfied. You see me, Lord will do the work until the end.
Right.
You see, because hey, this moment you can't truth, and next moment you get cast away.
And we see a lot of examples.
I will see a lot of examples, as Scripture says. Through the years, we see a lot of examples. So we have to just pray and make Lord make we do the work until the end. You see, because without your how about Meshach, you see, we doom you. The only way out of this, of in destruction, we're approaching right now.
And we go after, as you say, your faith, man. Faith is a gift from the Most High, man.
That's what Paul said. Read the scripture and get that scripture too. Hebrews 11 and 6.
Alright, so this is Job 5 and verse 20, saying, famine, he shall redeem thee from death.
In famine, the Lord shall redeem us from death. What?
And in war, from the power of the sword.
And in war, in World War III war, you see me, from the power of the sword. why ultimate soul are going to basically use the ICBM missiles them. They could basically burn the land of America to 100% desert. And we know say America going to fire for them missile also. Same test on them claim to say them test on a new missile now what they're going to use.
Right.
You see, because you know Russia have a whole missile test out from one day, so they come now and say I play catch up. Right. You see me as move on that's it. A paper, I catch up them play. America play catch up now. You see me, so you got ICBM missile fire. I'll basically burn America. America will fire for them on Russia and China. You see me, so they might get hit, but ultimately America become 100% desert. Those say the Lord, how wash me and shine. You see, you have the machete, the knife, the gun, all these things they're going to use. Now it's time to come to us, so because people are going to slaughter people. You see, because they're going to basically have no pity upon you, in neighbors. You see, so spoil your goods because of a lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right, brother?
So I'm read that again. Job 5 verse 20 saying, famine shall be redeemed from death, and in war from the power of the sword. And thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shall thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh.
That's what the scripture says. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. You see, imagine that. You see me? Famine and eat and people are dead for hungry. You see me? Look what takes place right now in Venezuela. You see me? Certain people in Venezuela, they're maga. Right. You can't see the whole of their ribs. You see me? She hungry, means all them face gone in. Right. You can't see, you can't see the whole of their skull. There's some people hungry. So imagine what God has time to come and talk what the scripture says. You see me? A famine and destruction thou shalt laugh. You see, imagine them things that take place. And you laugh. And especially out here in Jamaica, because we know the famine are going to eat here.
Exactly.
You see, because majority of the food we eat out here, you see me, imported food.
I can make a quick example. The other day, a couple of weeks ago, there was a shortage of onion because of the drought. You know, we have a little rain, but back then, a couple of months ago, you never have no rain. So you have a little drought where the onion them the farmer them plant dry up. So they never have enough onion in the country. And we have to depend upon imported onions to come in. You know what I mean? So the fact that you have imported onions are coming now, you know what I mean? The farmers, the local farmers have to raise for them price. You know what I mean? So you go to the supermarket or whatever and you get an onion for $40, $50 up. I will show you the so-called white man how him think to. Make sure him set it that we have to depend upon them. Right. You see, because the man they want to basically destroy, you see me, our export thing. You see me, our farming industry in Jamaica. Right. You see me, through the IMF and the World Bank. You see me, policies where they base our leader back then, Michael Mann basically signed. You see, so them say that we have to basically defend upon them. Right. So this famine are going to hit us out here in Jamaica and also across the world. You see, worldwide thing. Go on. See that famine, a destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Neither shall thou be afraid of the beasts of the herd. For thou shalt be in league with the beasts of the field. Thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee.
Give me a Hebrews, we'll close it off with Hebrews. Hebrews. Hebrews 6.
Okay. So this is Hebrews 11 verse 6.
What?
But without faith it is impossible to please him.
Is it without faith? Is it possible to please Yahweh, the Father, Yahweh Shai, the Son, the true name of the Heavenly Father and the Son, the Hebrew? You see me? So faith is a very important thing in this time. You see me? And faith is a gift also.
Right.
You see me? You can't give yourself faith. The Lord, Yahweh Shai, have to give you that faith. You see me? Ephesians 2:8. Faith is a gift from the Heavenly Father.
To a gift can be taken away.
Just like how giving it can get taken away.
Right.
Anytime.
Right.
You see,
so for without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh Bashim Shai must believe that he is.
Believe that he is.
That's right.
You see me? That's the name of the Heavenly Father. You see me? He is Yahweh. Right. One.
And that he is a rewarder of them that diligently
seek him. Can? You see? So that I say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, the blood the apostles and elders of Great Stone. Shalom to all our brothers and out there push his throat. And continue to push his throat because pretty soon we're going to leave this wicked society. We can't stop so that. Shalom.